not only are people not coming in, but the people leaving it increasing.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I mean, it was wild. 2019, we had a few people leave the profession. They, CPAs leave, and one earlier this year, CPAs on our team, and they're leaving. And we're like, where are you going? They're like, well, I'm just going to go start my own business or go work in a big corporate finance department. That they just didn't want the client facing part of it. And I don't know. This business is a super relational business. I mean, especially in our firm, if you become one of the CPAs, you are the main relational care for the client, for your client base.
Even in a virtual firm.
Yeah.
So I want to mark that because that's important to know.
Well, and it's even more so in a virtual firm. So in a virtual firm, any relational building is all intentional. So there's no accidental ways to bump into people in the front office, right? If you want to build a relationship with a client or check in with them, you have to have somebody in a schedule or a rhythm remind you to reach out and say it's time for our quarterly check-in, or it's not going to happen. And that doesn't work. Your clients will drift away from you, drift away from the trust and care that a relationship brings. So I don't know. Maybe people they just don't want to be in a place where they're having to focus on relationships. I think a lot of the world is focused in on themselves, and maybe at some point we weren't enough, right? But a lot of it's me, sabbatical, time off, travel, me, and so people may hear me saying that's bad, and I'm not. There's a balance to all of it. I'm just saying that's the shift, I think, post-pandemic. And a lot of it, they're resetting to be what it should be. They have, in the U.S., and this, you've told me about the U.S. compared to the Canadian firm owner market. It's a different kind of grind level. And in the U.S., we may just be grinding so much. Post-pandemic resets everybody and goes, no, I lost people in my life. This is not worth it. So I don't know. People are just needing something that's not quite so engaging personally. I have no idea if that's right, but the people that we hire in our firm is deeply embedded in relationships, deeply. The more advisement we sell, the more they want us in their life, counseling them, coaching them, guiding them, and they want it more often. They require it. And so you sell advisory, well, you just bought yourself even more relational work.